What is up, Savage Life family? Today we are taking a look at Palantir Technology, another update with this stock, and they are at $32 on the dot. Recently they broke a high and almost reached $40. That's 268% in the past 3 months, which is a massive run up. Now the reason it ran up so high because it got caught up in the Wall Street hype. But before we hop into that, let me go ahead and explain Palantir. Now, while the stock is new to traders, the company itself has been around since 2004. The fundamentals for Palantir are already on track, and it makes it great for a bullish bet. They have successful commercial and government business segments. They empower users to make decisions on the fly, so they'd be better at what they do. The solutions that Palantir offers makes that process efficient and productive. I can safely assume if the stock markets are higher in the future, then so is Palantir stock, which it tends to follow the indexes. Now, momentum stocks like these are extremely difficult to time if you're trying to buy low, sell high. And you can see, looking back a few days, how it rallied $13 in just a few hours. Mind you, that was perhaps because it got caught up in one of the stocks that Wall Street Bet were trying to squeeze. Now, short interest percentage is how you get a short squeeze out of a stock, and short interest percentage for this company was at an attractive level for the Wall Street bettors to mention it and bet on it to extremely blow up. Now, besides looking at the short squeeze of the companies, let's look at the fundamentals of the company. Now, Palantir recently signed a multi-year deal to leverage its Foundry Analytics platform for Rio Tinto. If you don't know who Rio Tinto is, here they've been very promising over the past 5 years, up 221%, and they are a mining and processing of mineral resourcing company here. Now, this is a win from the perspective that Palantir has strengthened ties with a business partner, and secondly, Palantir is proving that it can win and maintain contracts outside of the federal arena. However, no specific numbers were released regarding the value of the contract itself. And based on this news, Palantir stock didn't move, as share price seems not to react. Perhaps if Palantir can provide numbers relating to the deal size and future revenue, then markets will react. If they come out saying, yes, this deal we came out with Rio valued over $200 million, then a lot of people will take that as a plus, since it is a multi-year deal benefiting the company, bringing in great revenue for the company as a whole. So sad to say, analysts have been wrong on targeting price for this company here. Now, probably has to do with the short interest on the stock, but analysts gave Palantir an average price target of $17.83, and that's roughly half of what it currently trades at. Secondly, even though their average rating has gone from slightly overweight and progressively gotten worse, shares simply continue to appreciate in price. Analysts seem to maybe give this rating due to the government using its services to check on the spread of the virus and is developing tools that will help the government with data related to the vaccine. However, with the availability of the vaccine, the growth from this catalyst might slow, with little reason to renew existing contracts when things become more normal. Now, looking at these contracts here, as you can see on their website, you're able to check their news, and recently you can see they have been doing very well. December 8th, $44 million contract with the FDA, 114 reaffirming partnership with the Army on the 21st, and then as well NHS work, which is the UK government contract for 31.5 mil on the 23rd, and this is the most recent contract here, which needs additional money information, which was the Rio contract done on the 28th. So Palantir has been working extremely hard behind the scenes, and I wouldn't doubt seeing this company staying along at the $40 price point level after a dip. Now, let's talk about the negatives of this company here. And the negatives is that Palantir remains heavily dependent on government clients compared to commercial clients. 4 out of its 7 most recent contracts are with the government. The company isn't yet profitable, and it may take a few more years for it to generate profits. Additionally, it is spending a lot of money on helping the government handle the pandemic. With its existing contracts, its net loss has more than doubled in Q3 2020 compared to the same quarter in the previous year. So although its year-to-year revenue increased by 52%, it is highly attributed to the government contracts rather than commercial sales. Now, what investors are afraid of is that once these government contracts are over and the virus is dealt with across all countries, these contracts will no longer need to be renewed, and that is a huge net loss for the company. Now, as far as the company being profitable, it's been around since 2004. Tesla took around 10 years for it to become profitable, so it's understandable that this company is yet to be profitable as of yet, as they are in the software industry. So it could take a little bit of time, but what we are going to have to look at is that its valuation of $62 billion looks a bit stretched, and the company still has to prove itself. Palantir will report Q4 earnings in the next few weeks, and that will be a good time for investors to decide whether the company will be able to sustain its growth. So in conclusion, a lot of you are trigger happy, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to buy into Palantir. Don't worry about the fluctuation in price, as this is a long-term investment, and just keep buying in at the dips, building up your portfolio if you're not willing to wait till Q4 earnings to see how the stock projections look like. Now, the markets have proven throughout 2020 and 2021 that the unexpected continues to happen, as you can see here with Palantir, as you can see with GME, as you can see with Space. But I believe Palantir stock remains a buy because it simply continues to build its book of contracts, moves with skills, and has a strong base fundamentally. Now, as long as Palantir, like I stated, keeps continuing to build its contracts, then this stock price here could continue to keep rising throughout 2021, and a lot more investors are going to gain interest in this company here. Now, I do not see this stock price at $17 like analysts believe it should be at. This is easily a $25 to $30 stock. If you look at the software integrations that Palantir comes up with, it's fully capable and extremely advanced. So over time, once their software integration gets better and more contracts are signed, I easily see this stock here breaking that $50 mark easily. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to drop it down below in the comment sections. Smash that like, subscribe, and let me know what you think of Palantir. I'll see you guys on the next one. Again.